All right. What's up, everybody? So I got the Strat out. I got my Strat out for Mr. I don't see a Fender anywhere. Fender junk. I turned the Harley Benton around so you can see what it is. That's intentional. So I just posted a video of me playing with the Ashtabula Blues Project. That's my buddy Jimmy Fuller. They started that blues project way back in the 80s. And the idea was they were standing, three horn players, Jimmy being one, was standing in a driveway one night after a gig at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, wouldn't it be cool to put together a blues band with a whole horn section and everything and rhythm section and backline and the whole deal? Yeah, it'd be great, you know? But how could you pay them, right? At the kind of gigs that we play. Well, they went ahead and put the band together and ended up with like 14 people. And they played their first gig at a summer festival in the early 80s for $125 and decided to just pick a charity and donate the money. So they donated the money to a thing called Home Safe, which was a shelter for battered women. And then later on, they moved on and chose Hospice of Western Reserve to donate the money to. And it's been going for over 40 years. It's coming up like close to 50. It's over 40 years. Not quite 50. It might be like close to 45 years, but... And I played with them for a good 10 years. I used to know all the songs and everything. And so the guitar player that's playing now actually has a parent in hospice and couldn't play. And so I filled in and I went and played. I had a great time. And that was a blues number. And Jimmy's keyboard run going to that 4-chord just drives me crazy when you... I don't mind if you do it once or twice, but on every change he does that climbing dissonant keyboard run. It drives me nuts. But anyway, and the drummer, when I turn the camera around and show the drummer, that's my buddy Joel. I met Joel when I was 5 years old in Sunday school at St. John's Lutheran Church. And Joel had the most fabulous cowboy boots I had ever seen. And being the little guy that I was naturally a cowboy. And I had to have cowboy boots like Joel's. And I eventually got them. I got the cowboy boots. And I had all the cowboy hats and the outfit and everything. But so I had a good time playing. And I took this guitar and I played through the 15-watt Monoprice that's like the Blues Junior almost. It sounded great. That amp you can't find right now on Amazon. And the little one, right there, the little one, went from like $150 to $200. It jumped up $50. And the only other stuff you can find from Monoprice on Amazon are solid state amps, and they're really cheap. They're like $139. They're really cheap. And they got a couple amps that are a little more expensive, but that 15-watt Monoprice, that's not on Amazon. Either they're out of it, you know, they're just out, or Monoprice stopped manufacturing. I don't know. I don't know the deal. If somebody else knows more about that, make a comment. I really like that amp, that 15-watt amp. Now, comparing it to the Blues Junior, when you're just using a clean channel, and they both got Celestion speakers in them, so what does my Blues Junior have? You see, it's buried. That's why I didn't take it. It's buried over here in the corner under a bunch of boxes. And it does not have a Jensen speaker in it. It's got a Celestion. And the Celestion 5080 or something like that. And then this one has a Celestion speaker in it. And even the little one has a Celestion speaker in it. So that's pretty cool. But playing this guitar, I'm telling you. And I've got my other Tricolor 94 Strat. I've got my 94 Strat Plus. I've got my parts caster that's all American stuff. I've got what other American what other Telecasters, Stratocasters do I have? I don't know. But well, I've got the Harley Benton, and I've got a couple PV Falcons. Oh, I've got my Japanese 1984 Fender Contemporary Strat, which is a really nice Strat. And that's a super Strat because that's got Fender's version of a Kahler on it. And but when you pick up, and this is a Mexico, this is 2022. This is 2022. Linda and she got the jazz bass and I got this and the buttercream matching. And I'll tell you, I watched another video today for 3 minutes of it, of upgrading this guitar to make it worth what I paid for it. And it's like, I don't get the flipping point at all. I don't get it. Just get the thing. Get the Fender. Get the PRS. Get the Gibson. I just don't know. And I can't get into it. I'm not going to knock the budget guitars because there's a place for everything. And if that's what you can afford. But when I see a guy that's got 20 guitars hanging on his wall, and they're all these off brands off Amazon and Temu and wherever, why didn't you just cut back 2 or 3 guitars and get the frickin' Fender? And I'm sure these people got Fenders too, you know, but the guitar is a tool to me. I mean, you know, do you ever buy, like, from Big Lots or Harbor Freight, like a Chinese pipe wrench and try to thread pipes together with a Chinese pipe wrench? How does a Chinese plumber get any work done with those Chinese tools? These Chinese screwdrivers, where a Phillips screwdriver, you go to tighten the screw and the screwdriver tip strips out. You know, you gotta have good stuff. You want rigid pipe wrenches, and you want Milwaukee drills, and you want, you know, that's the kind of the stuff that you want. But I digress. I regress. I digest. I will digest. I don't want to take the spotlight off that Blues Project video, so I'm going to post a link to it down here. But if you would, for $1, that's all it costs, one thin dollar. That's all it takes. Go to my Patreon. I'm going to post a couple shots of the Chaser Band playing at the Geneva Rec. I don't know if I'll be putting any more new Chaser stuff on YouTube. Unless it's something special. But it's going to go on Patreon. So if you wanna see me suck at my suckiest, you gotta pay $1 and go to Patreon to see. Just there are some circumstances that I don't know if I'm going to put this stuff up on YouTube anymore. I'll still make YouTube videos, but I'm going to back off the chaser stuff a little bit and maybe try something else. You know, when this song came out, I learned this A flat funky. Okay, wait. See? I learned this funky A flat fingering for it, and 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 it was tough. And I actually learned it, and I mean, I was back in my 20s when that song came out, and I was sitting here one day going, wait a minute. So I looked up the chords. That's the only thing that throws a monkey wrench into it, is that E flat to F. But anyway, so if I can pull off singing that, learning how to sing it, that might be the new song. But anyway, please go to my Patreon. I'll post the songs up there of the Rec Center. And maybe I'll throw some more Blues Project stuff up there. And check out the link to the blues gig, that song. I got some more blues stuff that I'll put on the on YouTube. So, all right, that's my video. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you don't have to work too hard this week. Retirement, I recommend it to everyone. And I'll see you on the next one.